Okay, so welcome back everyone. So today we will be discussing CLR parser. CLR is otherwise called as canonical LR parser. The main difference between CLR and SLR is that CLR is going to work on LR1 set of items, wherein 1 indicates the number of look ahead. So we will be having a look ahead here in CLR. Other than that, the basic uh, process which is followed in CLR is same as that of SLR itself. So let's see how to construct a CLR parsing table now. So considering this particular example, uh, let's start with initial augmented grammar. So let me create the augmented grammar first. So I'm going to introduce another start state which is called S dash. So S dash is producing S. So what else is remaining? S producing L equals R, S producing R, L producing star R, L producing ID, and R producing L. Okay, now let's start with LR1 set of items construction. LR1 set of items or canonical LR1 set of items. So in SLR we were creating LR0 set of items. Here there is a look ahead, that's the reason we are going to construct LR1 set of items. So the first set of item, let me make it a set of items. So first production is S dash producing S dash producing dot S will make it LR0 set of item. But in order to make this as LR1 set of item, I need to add a look ahead here. So look ahead is being found by looking at the production S dash producing S and whatever is remaining after that, first of it. So here, since this is the starting production, you don't have anything. So first of S is anyway dollar. This is in general common for the first production. Okay. So S dash is producing dot S comma dollar. Comma actually separates the actual production and look ahead. Fine. Now according to the closure function, I need to append all those productions from the given grammar which starts with S, right? So S producing L equals R and S producing R has to be added. Now in order to make this as LR0 item, I should add a dot. Now to make it LR1 item, I should add a look ahead. So this two productions has been added to this LR1 set of item because of this S, right? So after dot you have a non-terminal. Since this is a non-terminal, I have to add all those productions which starts with S. So I have added these two productions. Now since these two productions had been added because of this S, I need to find out the look ahead for these two items based on whatever is remaining after this non-terminal. So whatever is remaining after this non-terminal, it is just dollar. Comma is not a symbol, it is just to separate between the production and dollar. So whatever is remaining is just dollar. So add dollar as the look aheads to both of these productions. Understood? So because this is, I have added these two productions to this set of item. Hence the look ahead to these two set of items should be calculated from this production or whatever is existing after S. Its first has to be taken as the look ahead. Now I have added two productions, so I need to add all those productions to this set of item which starts with this non-terminal, right? So one is L and one is R. So let me add L producing star R, L producing ID. Okay, so I have added the production which starts with L. Now I should add production which starts with R. Okay, R producing L. Now because of this production I have added these two productions to this set of item. So I should make this a set of item. Fine. Now look at for these two productions should be calculated from this production. So whatever is remaining after L, so what is remaining after L, it is equal to R and dollar. So first of this is nothing but it's equal to. Fine. So what is the look ahead of this production? I should calculate it from here. So S producing dot R. From this R I have introduced this production to this set of items. So whatever is remaining after R, it's first. So it is dollar itself. Correct? Okay. Fine. Now so this I'll be calling as I0, the first set of item. Okay. Now I0 go to I0 with small s. So what I get is S dash producing S dot. Okay, what should be the look ahead to this production or set of item? See, now what we have done is it's a transition which we have made. So S dash producing S dot. Initially in I0 we had S dash producing dot S. Now when we perform go to, it is going to shift the dot to one step ahead. It means that we have done a transition. So in case of transition, whatever was the look ahead from which we have taken it, so that look ahead should be the look ahead here. So S dash producing S dot comma dollar, since this is a transition. Now this set of item is being named as I1. This is a new set of item, right? So I name it as I1. Now I0 with next is capital L. Okay, what I have is S producing L dot equal to R. So here what should be the look ahead? It should be again the same because it's a transition happening, right? So dollar itself. And any other productions to be added to this set of item? Of course yes, because there are two L's. We can find two L after dot in this I0. So I should consider this also. So R producing L dot dollar. Anything else to be added? No. Why? Because after dot it's a terminal, here it's a final item. So this becomes I2. So I0 with next I'm going to consider R. So what we get is S producing R dot comma, the look ahead is dollar itself. Any other productions? No. So this is my I3. Now I0 with star. Okay, I0 with star, we get L producing star dot R. Okay, what should be the look ahead? Since this is a transition happening over here, dot has moved one step ahead, so the same look ahead has to be entered. So equal to is the look ahead. Now any other productions wherein you can find star after dot in I0? No. Now what we have is R after dot. It's a non-terminal, so I have to add R's production to this set of items. So R producing L is one of the productions. So R producing L, introduce a dot. Now what should be the look ahead? We should find from this production. So what is existing after R? The first of it. So first of this is equal to. Fine. Now what is existing after dot? It's a non-terminal. Again add productions of L. So L producing star R and L producing ID. Introduce a dot to make it LR0 item. Now to make it as LR1 item, I should add look ahead. So what is existing after L? it is just equal to first of equal to again equal to. So fine. Now this is over. Yeah, it's perfectly completed. Now this is a new set of item. I call this as I4. Now I0 with I0 with star we have done, I0 with ID, I0 with ID. Go to I0 with ID, we have L producing ID dot, L producing ID dot, the lookahead is again equal to. Fine. Now this is I5. Okay. Now this is I5. Anything else with I0? No, we have done, we have already, I mean L we have considered previously in state I2, so no need to consider it again. Now this is I1. Let's do with I2. Okay, so go to I2 with equal to, I2 with equal to. So what we get is S producing L equal to dot R. Since it's a transition, I should take the same look ahead. Okay. Now since after dot we have a non-terminal, I should add its production R producing L, introduce a dot. Now what is its look ahead? We should find it from here. So whatever is existing after R, it's first. So you have dollar here. Now for this production after dot you have a non-terminal, so add its production as well, L producing ID. Now dot, introduce dot. Okay, so what are the look aheads? So because of this cell I have added these two productions, so hence I should take the first of this. So what is it? It's a dollar. Now this is a new set of productions, correct? L equal to dot, yes. So I should name it as I6. Fine. Now I2 with equal to is over. I2 with, no, this is already a final item, so I need not do any other transitions from this. This is also a final item. Now I4. Okay, I4 with R, I4 with capital R. What we have is L producing star R dot. So what is the look ahead? It's equal to itself. Okay, any other productions where you can find R after dot in I4? No. So this is a new set of item. I name it as I7. Next, I4 with L, I4 with L. So I4 with L, R producing L dot, look ahead is equal to, any other productions to be added? No. So this is also a final item. This is the first time we are finding this particular item, so I name it as I8. This is I8. Now I4 with star, I4 with star. What we will get is L producing star dot R, right? L producing star dot R. What is the look ahead? Star dot R equal to, okay, I4 with star. Now what is the symbol after dot? It's a non-terminal, so I should add R's production, R producing L I have added, make it LR0 item. Now to make it LR1 item, look ahead has to be added. What is existing after capital R? It's first, so again equal to. Now add L's production, L producing star R and L producing ID. Okay, so introduce a dot. Now what is the look ahead? From this item I should find the look ahead. So first is equal to, this is same as I4 itself, right? Yes. So this is again I4. Okay. Now I4 with star. Now I4 with ID. Okay. I4 with ID. Go to I4 with ID. I4 with ID, what we will get is L producing ID dot, and the look ahead is again equal to, which is nothing but I5. So this is I5. I'm not writing it again. Now I4 I have considered, and I have performed all the transitions possible. With I5 there is no further transitions possible because this is a final item. With I6, okay. So I6 capital R, I6 capital R, we will get S producing L equals R dot. S producing L equals R dot. Okay, this is the first, what is the look ahead? It's dollar itself. Now this I name it as I9. Okay, new set of item. Now I6 with capital R is over, I6 with capital L. So R producing L dot, and dollar is the look ahead, right? So what we have is R producing L dot, the look ahead is dollar, right? Did we find this particular item anywhere else? No, this is different. The look ahead is different. So I named this as I10. Fine. Now I6 with star. So I6 with star, what we get is L producing star dot R. The look ahead is dollar. Okay, the look ahead is dollar. Now I have to add R's production. So R producing L, introduce a dot. Now what is the look ahead? It's dollar. Add L's production, L producing star R and L producing ID. Make it LR0 item. Now add the look ahead. So it's again dollar, again dollar. Did we find this particular set of item any before? No, right? L producing, no, this is different in terms of look ahead. So this is new set of item. So I name this as I11. Now I6 with star is over, I6 with ID, I6 with ID, I6 with ID, we get L producing ID dot, the look ahead is dollar itself. Now this is a new set of item, we name this as I12. Okay. Now considering I6 I have performed all the transitions possible. Now with I7 any further transitions possible? No. With I8? No. Then I9? It's not possible. With I10? No. Okay, with I11. Fine. I11 with R, capital R. I11 with R we get L producing star R dot dollar. Star R dot L producing star R dot dollar is the look ahead. Did we find this particular item anywhere else? I guess no. So I name this as I13. Now I11 with capital L. What we have is R producing L dot, R producing L dot and dollar. R producing L dot dollar, we found it in I10. So this is I10. Now I11 with capital L. Now star. I11 with star, we have L producing star dot R and dollar. Again R's productions had to be added. So did we find this anywhere else? L producing star dot R, L producing star dot R with equal to L producing star dot R with dollar. It is same as I11. So I need not work it out again. This is I11 itself, I11 with ID. I11 with ID, we have L producing ID dot dollar. L producing ID dot dollar. This we found it in I12, so this is I12. So with I11 we have performed all the transitions. With I12 we cannot do any other transitions, this final item, and with I13 also it's the final item. So we have performed and found out the LR1 set of items. Now next is to fill the table. So before filling the table, in order to enter the reductions, I should name the given production. So let me name the given production first, in the same order as it is given. So R1 is S producing L equals R. R2 is S producing R. R3 is L producing star R. R4 is L producing ID, and R5 is R producing L. Okay, I just named the given productions. Now let's so here is the outline of the table. So let me just fill it up. So here we have states, action, go to. Now we have got I0 to I13. So let me just name the states: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Okay, fine. Now what are the terminals? What are the terminals? So we have equal to is one of the terminal, equal to, then we have star, then we have ID, and then at last dollar as an end marker. Inside go to we should fill the non-terminal. So S is a non-terminal, then L, and then we have R. Okay, now let's fill the transitions. So I0 with I0 with S, you move to I1, I0, so 1. I0 with L, I2, so fill in 2. I0 with capital R, 3. Okay, I0 with star, I4, I0 with star, S4, I0 with ID, I5, so S5. Now I2 with equal to, I2 with equal to, I should fill it with S6, S6. I4 with capital R, I4 with capital R, I7, so 7. I4 with capital L, I8, I4 with capital L, 8. I4 with star, I4, I4 with star, S4 itself. I4 with ID, I5, I4 with ID, S5. I6 with capital R, I9, I6 with capital R, 9. I6 with capital L, 10, I6 with capital L, 10. I6 with star, I11, I6 with star, S11. I6 with ID, I12. So this is S12. Now I11 with capital R, I11 with capital R, we have 13. I11 with capital L, 10. Okay. I11 with star, I11, I11 with star, S11 itself. I11 with ID, 12. So S12. Okay, so whatever transitions we have made, based on that we have filled till now. Now where should we write except? So where did we find the root? Encountering root is in state I1, that is where we found out S dash producing S dot. So where should I mention except? It's in the look ahead. That is the advantage of using CLR or LALR. So here the look ahead is mentioned clearly, so that's where you have to write the except. Okay, now next is to write the reductions. So reductions, uh, first is R1 production is S producing L equals R. So we need to find in which state we can see S producing L equals R dot. Okay, S producing L equals R dot. In which and all states we can find? Let's see. S producing L equals R dot. S producing L equals R dot. S producing L equals R dot. It's in I9. Okay, so in I9, where should I enter R1? We need not find the follow, but just look at the look ahead. So in I9 dollar, you should enter R1. So I9 dollar, we should enter R1. Fine. We should check very carefully because we may have the same set of item in another state also, just differing in the look ahead. So let me check once again. It's producing L equals R dot. No, I think it's fine. Now next is R2. So we should find S producing R dot. S producing R dot. S producing R dot in I3. So in I3 dollar I should enter R2. In I3 dollar. Okay. I3 dollar I should enter R2. Let me check if I can find the same as producing R dot in anywhere else. S producing R dot is producing, no, so that's over. Now R1 and R2 is over. Now R3 is L producing star R. So we should find L producing star R dot. Just check the states. L producing star R dot. L producing star R dot. L producing star R dot in I7. So what is the look at? Equal to I7 equal to, I should enter R3. I7 equal to, I should enter R3. I7 equal to, fine. Anywhere else I can find L producing star R dot? L producing star R dot. Yeah. So look at this. Now in I13 also I can find the same L producing star R dot, but just differing in the look ahead. So here it is dollar. So in I13 dollar I should also enter R3 here. Fine. Now where to write R4? L producing ID dot. Find where you can find L producing R ID dot. L producing ID dot. You can find L producing ID dot in I5. So what is the look ahead? Equal to I5 equal to, I5 equal to, I should enter R4. Again check L producing ID dot. L producing ID dot. Yeah, in I12 you can find L producing ID dot, differing in the look ahead. So in I12 dollar also, I12 dollar also I should enter R4. Now okay, now last one, R5. R producing L dot. Find R producing L dot. R producing L dot you can find in I2. So what is the look ahead? Dollar. I2 dollar. I2 dollar you should enter R5. Again check if you can find anywhere else. R producing L dot. R producing L dot you can find in I8. I8 equal to, I8 equal to, I should enter R5. Check whether anywhere else you can find R producing L dot. R producing L dot. Yeah, in I10 also you can find R producing L dot. I10 dollar. I10 dollar you should enter R5. Okay. Yeah, fine. So so we have completed CLR passing table construction. So this is also being called as LR1 table. So based on the look ahead, I can just write the reductions very quickly. So this is the advantage of using CLR. I hope this made you clear of construction of a canonical LR passing table. Thank you.